Hello, we're back with another video. This time 1L28 Dundee to Edinburgh Waverley. This is part 2 of the big summer road trip that we were planning to do. So we did the lawn mowing sim part of it. That was our first job, and then having completed our summer work, we are now travelling from Scotland all the way down to the south of France, where we will pick up various other jobs. We'll do a bit of fern bus as well. All manner of games that we're going to include in that big summer road trip. So this is part 2. We are going from Dundee to Edinburgh Waverley on the Fife Circle line on Train Sim World 4. So without any more faffing, let's get straight into it.
Welcome to the ScotRail service to Edinburgh Waverley. Calling at...
Let's get all the systems set up. We've got the safety systems ready. We've got the master key unlocked. We'll put that into forward. And we'll unlock the doors.
North Queensferry.
We are on, like I say, Fife Circle. We're in a 170. Our loco today is 170409. We will just complete our boarding operations here at Markinch. And then once that's ready, we'll be underway. Like I say, this is part 2 of the big summer road trip, and there'll be more parts as and when I can find the time. Hoping to get a few videos done within the next couple of days. We'll get a few parts out so that you guys have got something to watch, because I am actually going away in August for a couple of weeks, not all at once. There's a week that I'm away, then I'm back for a bit, and then I'm away again. Obviously with the school holidays as well, writing content, making content whilst I've got a 6-year-old daughter to entertain at home will be tricky, so we'll try and get as much of it done now, and then we'll see what happens. Right, we are just waiting to be ready to depart. We'll close the doors in preparation for that. We are almost ready to depart. We will move out of the braking range. Now we are ready to move. We'll jump in the cab as well, which is a little bit quieter. I am going to turn the game sound down a little bit, just to adjust that. I'm going to turn these off as well. For some reason they keep turning themselves back on. If we turn them off, it'll be alright. So our first port of call is Kirkcaldy in 6 miles. Just open up the throttle a little bit. We can go up to 80 miles an hour now as we go around this sweeping curve. Bit of Scottish countryside. It's a pleasant July afternoon, or July morning, I think, in this scenario that we're on, the timetable. Get up to speed. So up to almost, well, just over 65 miles an hour. Accelerating up to 70. Like I say, we've got a line speed of 80, a maximum speed of 80. As our AWS dings away there. 5 miles to go. Bit of horn action for you all. You'll like that. We are now speeding. We've gone right up to 85. Let's not slow down too much. I'd love to be able to tell you loads about this route and some important and interesting facts. Unfortunately, I don't know any. Scotland is not a country that is familiar to me. It's not an area that I've been to. I don't have an awful lot to say about it. It is very pretty. As we swing the camera around. But that's about all I can say. I'm not familiar with the particular locomotive that we're using. Yeah. Like I say, we are going to be travelling from Scotland all the way down to the south, so there'll be a couple of journeys that we take, you know, within Train Sim World 4, so that we can get to where we're going to. Then we'll swap over to things like Fernbus and other games to make up our whole big summer road trip. So we'll be doing Fife Circle, we'll be going to Edinburgh, and then I wish we could do the full sort of Edinburgh to London run on London North Eastern, but I think what we'll do is we'll try to do a little bit of London North Eastern, LNER, on Train Sim World 4, and then we'll jump from there across to another route. So we'll do some Train Sim World 4 action, and then we'll jump across to like Fernbus and stuff like that. But for now, we just need to sit back and enjoy the ride. We've got 2.3 miles to go. I'll jump in the cab so it's not so noisy. It's quite a noisy loco, unit, whatever. That's a question for you guys that watch. Do you call this a train? I mean, I call it a train. It is a train. But do you class this as a locomotive? Do you class it as a unit? It is a diesel multiple unit. That's the technical term for it. But would you say that this is a loco, a train, a unit? What is the term that you use? Let me know in the comments. I mean, I sort of use the terms sort of interchangeably, really. Ultimately, though, it is a train. We are speeding again. I'm going to stop talking for a bit so that we can concentrate on driving.
We'll soon arrive at Kirkcaldy. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
So we are now arriving into Kirkcaldy. I called it Kirkcaldy. That's my incorrect pronunciation, so it's Kirkcaldy. Get those doors unlocked so that we can board the passengers. I haven't got the headlights on, I've just realised. I'll stick those on now. Lock the doors, we are ready to depart. Well, we're not due to depart just yet, so we do have a green signal, so we could leave early, but it's probably not good practice too. So we'll wait just about a minute. Okay, we're about ready to depart now, so we'll give the train some power so that we can just slowly pull away. There we go. A bit more. And our next stop is Kinghorn Platform 1, 2.8 miles for that one. We've got a line speed of 75, so we'll just accelerate up to that. We've got a few stops today, so we are calling at Kinghorn, Burntisland, Aberdour, or Aberdour, Dalgety Bay, Dalgety, or Dalgety, Inverkeithing, North Queens Ferry. I apologise for the bad pronunciation. Dalmeny, or Dalmeny, Edinburgh Gateway, Platform 1, Haymarket, and Edinburgh Waverley. Those are our stops today. As we go past this football ground, which I did identify. I can't for the life of me remember what one it is, but I did identify it on a fellow Train Sim World player, CGD. I did identify it on one of his streams or videos, and for the life of me now I can't remember, but I'm sure that I'll remember in due course. So up to 75 miles an hour we are going to go. It will just come off the throttle now as we start to go around this corner. We do have a 65 limit coming up, so we will start to think about slowing down for that. The engine sound of this loco is, or this unit, is quite phenomenal. So we've got a view of the Scottish coastline to the left of it. Pretty good. I like that. Slow down just a little bit more. AWS is warning us of a reduction in speed, I believe.
We'll soon arrive
We
at...
do have to go down to 45. We are stopping at this station as well.
Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Just find the right braking point. I haven't done any of the route objectives yet, any of the tasks like the maps and what have you. At some point I will go through and find all of those. We are going to stop short of that marker. Rather stop short than overshoot.
Security personnel tour this station 24 hours a day.
It does say to wait till 8:30. We're almost at 8:30. I mean, all of about 15 seconds early departing that station. It's fine. Not going to hurt too much. Burnsies Land is the next stop. We'll do some horn action as we go through this tunnel, as it's our way. Speed limit is going to go up to 65, remembering that it's once the rear of the train passes that sign, that's when we can accelerate. As we go past some kind of caravan campsite type thing. It is quite a scenic route, this. I'd love to put some steam on this route. Maybe that's something I need to do as a video or a stream, is get some steam going along this rather scenic route. Actually, the correct practice is high-low for horns. Let's do it the right way.
We'll soon arrive at
Burnt Island. I've been saying it as Burnt Island.
Take your belongings with you.
There we are, Burnt Island. That's how it's properly pronounced. Not Burnt Island, as I pronounced it, because there's no space. So I imagine it is meant to be 2 words. Maybe it's an error if we apply the emergency brakes. My mistake. We're probably going to overshoot on this one. We don't seem to be slowing down. Or actually, we might be alright. Yeah, I second guessed myself for no reason there. So yeah, it's Burnt Island, not Burnt Island. I've been saying it wrong all this time. I'm looking for a sign, a station sign. Nope. So it's written as Burnt Island, but obviously I understand now, Burnt Island. I would split that up. I would make that 2 words, but maybe it's the way the Scottish have written it. It's written like that. Who knows? So we are being made to wait because we did leave the last station early. Just have a quick look in the cabin. Yeah, I'm not really sure about his dress sense. He's got a tweed suit, green shoes, tweed suit, and a green baseball cap. I'm not really sure. Is he going for a job interview or what? Very interesting styling choice. Our driver's not impressed by any of it, of course. Lock the doors, we're ready to depart. We're going to notch 3. I'd like to pull away a little bit quicker than that. Not happening. The scenery is spectacular on this. It's a very well done route. Fair play to Rivet. I know they get a lot of stick. They've actually done all right on this. So Aberdour or Aberdore is the next 2 miles to go. Be interested to know as well in the comments if you have picked up this route or any of the other ScotRail routes, what your thoughts are. If you enjoy this one, if perhaps Cathcart Circle is your favourite, or Edinburgh to Glasgow. Or perhaps you like all of them. Be interested to know. Let me know in the comments. We'll do an 8 camera. Well, I wasn't expecting a leaf to block us out. Now, jump in the cab because I need to stop in 0.9 miles. See, our thing in the top left is saying that we're going uphill. No, I'm not sure that's correct because it looked to me like we're going downhill. Just the general feeling I get is that we are descending. The track seems to be sloping down away from us. I could be wrong. Not a massive gradient either way. So with about 20 seconds to depart, I'm going to close the doors. Shut that door. We did start to roll back then. We were clearly on a gradient. I'm giving it everything she's got. We are accelerating up to 50. Dolgetty is the next stop. So we are going to continue to accelerate as we climb this 1% incline around this bend. 1.6 miles to go. I have no idea whether we'll see any change in the weather. Can't even remember what weather settings I set when I started. Pretty sure they're sort of, dynamic weather, clear day. So it could change. It might not. But we shall see as we make our way to Edinburgh.
We'll soon arrive at Dalgety Bay. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
I'm possibly going to overshoot this stop. I'm going far too fast to stop there. There we have it, ladies and gents. We have an overshoot on a video. I'm not going to cut that out. It was plain for all to see. It does happen even when I'm recording. So we now have to make our way to Inverkeithing and apologise to passengers wanting Dalgety Bay. I have to go to Inverkeithing and get a train back to Dalgety Bay. It's only about a mile. Probably walk it quicker than it would take you to get the train, to be honest. So let's prepare ourselves to stop at Inverkeithing so that we don't overshoot that one as well. We have got 0.6 miles.
We'll soon arrive at Inverkeithing. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Let's manage our speed a bit better this time so that we don't overshoot and miss the station completely. We'll go a bit further forward on the platform. We're a little bit off the stop marker on this occasion. I don't claim to be the world's best driver. There are plenty of people who are better train drivers than I am. But I do it because it's fun. And because I like trains. There we go. So we'll load the passengers here. And then we will make our way to North Queensferry, Dalmeny, Edinburgh Gateway, Haymarket and Edinburgh Waverley. Those are the remaining stops on this journey. We'll get the doors shut. Ready to depart again. 10 seconds to departure, thereabouts. Just pass through this tunnel on our route to North Queen's Ferry. We can go a little bit faster. We're going pretty much flat out. We've got the throttle open all the way. Cemetery down it. Here we go. Nice little bridge. Some stunning views through this cutting in the hill here. We're prepared to slow down, ready for our stop.
We'll soon arrive at North Queen's Ferry. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
This might be another overshoot here. This is not going well, is it? Ooh. We're going to be slightly over the platform. How bad is the damage? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh dear. We'll get the door shut anyway so that the passengers don't fall off the bridge here. And we'll try to improve our stopping for the next couple of stops. Got the fourth bridge just ahead of us as we make our way to Dalmeny. I don't like the fact that we roll back. Because we need to be giving it all the power as we depart on some of these stops with an incline. So So we've got the road bridge just over there to the right of us, and we are just coming onto the rail bridge now. Just leave the camera there for a minute as we travel over the bridge. Quite a good angle. I think that'll do. Do you have to think about stopping at the other side of the bridge? Nice. Still not the best stop, the better. We started off so well. Never mind. So we're now on our way to Edinburgh Gateway Platform 1, 3.4 miles, having performed our stop at Dalmeny, or Dalmeny, I didn't hear how to pronounce it. Absolutely no idea. We'll accelerate up to 80. If we can do so before we need to stop. Don't think we're going to get a ton out of this particular unit. Certainly not given that we're also... Well, we're going downhill now, so we could do it. Very unlikely that we will get 100 miles an hour out of this train before we need to stop. Give it a go. It's 80. I don't even think we're going to make that magic 88 miles an hour at this point. 86, 87. There we go, 88 miles an hour. But that's as fast as we're going to get, I reckon. I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to have to slow down. 89. Yeah, we're going to have to slow down. I'm not going to get 100 miles an hour out of this. I'm not even sure it's capable of 100 miles an hour. What is the max speed of this unit? 100. Oh, there we are. So it is capable of doing it. Probably needs a longer run than that though.
We'll soon arrive at Edinburgh Gateway. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
Here we are then, stopping at Edinburgh Gateway. Get those doors open. There's another guy with a full suit and a baseball cap. That must be a Scottish thing. There goes. Weird. And another one over there. They're all doing it. And him. Yeah. It must be one of those modern things all the kids are doing these days. Who knows? Right, Haymarket is the next stop. We're not stopping at this stop here. We will continue on to Haymarket. .5 miles to go. We are coming on to where the main line is, the East Coast Main Line, LNER and all that. So, as you can see, you've got the overhead wires on the right hand side for the 800 and stuff like that. So, and the 385 as well. I need to slow down quite quickly because we've got the 50-mile-an-hour limit coming up. Plus we've got to stop as well. I'll give it a bit more brake.
We'll soon arrive at Haymarket. Don't forget to take your belongings with you before you leave the train.
So there's a 385 now. Which way to Glasgow? We will go forward a little bit more on the station. A little bit too far away. So we are now within the boundaries of Edinburgh. We are coming to Edinburgh Waverley. It's our next and final stop. So we have got 1.1 miles, which is not a huge distance to travel. Pass through this tunnel system. You have to be aware of the 20-mile-an-hour limit. coming up in just a little while. We'll go into idle. We'll coast for a bit. In fact, we won't. We'll start to brake to get us down to that 20 mile an hour as we approach our final destination. AWS has warned us of that speed restriction and the yellow signal.
We'll soon arrive at Edinburgh Waverley. Don't forget to take your belongings with
Exactly
you before you leave the train.
what she said. Now, coming into Edinburgh Waverley now. Do need to slow down. We've got those buffers approaching quite rapidly. That's alright. Unlock the doors. I don't know which doors we want to unlock. We could unlock both, I suppose. As we are at two platforms. It's interesting. I think it's just a station stop, the platform that we need to be on. Although effectively we could open both sides, there's no need to. Make sure all our passengers have gotten off. He apparently is refusing to leave the train. Not sure what his intentions are. There's a couple more over here. We'll be getting off, the train's terminated. She not. Lock the doors. And that is the service done. That one done. Again, we've only got a gold, we haven't got a platinum. Possibly because of the speeding and missing a station. That's probably what it is. Anyway, that's that one. So that's our part 2 as we now come into Edinburgh. We will then, we don't have a cross Edinburgh sort of service or anything, and we don't have any service sort of coming out of Edinburgh. What we might do is jump to an LNER service and do the part that we have in Train Sim World for travelling down to sort of Peterborough and stuff like that, and then we'll pick it up from there. Anyway, that's it for this one. I shall see you on the other one.